This is our presentation on preventative vehicular maintenance and pet boys. Our solution is the Diagnostix OBD2 scanner tool that works in conjunction with our mobile app and existing Pet Boys locations. Together, our solution identifies preventative vehicular mechanical problems, allows customers to schedule repair appointments with Pet Boys, order replacement parts, and empowers customers to make educated vehicle maintenance decisions. Avid methodology, as described by Michael Jordan, is a practice to clear up the fuzzy front end of product or service development. AVID stands for Agile Value Innovation Discovery. This method ensures every iteration of said product or service is fully ready to enter the market. The AVID process really hones in on intolerable moments of struggle that customers experience, identifies those moments as high potential opportunities as customers are more willing to make the switch to a new solution at this stage. Similarly, AVID methodologies and customer development methods are both used to structure the development of products, services, and customers respectively. Although AVID methods were created from the combination of several innovation technologies, those technologies were not as detailed or structured in a way to guarantee the success as AVID does, if the firm allows for that structure. AVID methodology is best utilized to find, develop, and most importantly, mitigate the risk of bringing new products into the market. We will be examining the last few phases our solution has been through to verify that there is indeed demand for our solution in the marketplace. We gathered a complete set of value targets through rigorous testing. We were able to determine that our solution offered a plethora of undershot target values. This indicated to us that our solution would meet the needs of customers that are frustrated with the current solutions they have in place. We then created an optimal solution prototype to test against our value targets, verify that it has a viable business model and compelling value proposition. With some adjustments along the way, we determined our prototype would be successful. Based on the results of the Diagnostix team survey, a majority of the respondents favored the overall value of the Diagnostix OBD2 scanner tool and the mobile application. Through comparisons of the Diagnostix solution versus current market competitors, the results show that Diagnostix attributes and CBC insights indicate that the Diagnostix solutions were much more desirable than that of our competition. Results aside, the objective point of view of the Diagnostix solution has the utility of providing non-luxury automobile owners the possibility of guaranteed car diagnostics and repair notifications for all makes and models of vehicles. The only similar product on the market is for brands such as BMW and Mercedes-Benz. There is not an alternative for the normal user who drives a modest car. The current cost of a 120-point inspection at Pet Boys is $74.99 and takes about 45 minutes. If a customer has their car inspected once each quarter, it will cost $299.96 and take a total of 3 hours to complete. We have priced our basic subscription at $5 a month and the VIP subscription at $10 a month. The annual cost for the basic subscription is $80 and the annual cost for the VIP subscription is $140. It's important to note that these yearly prices do include the one-time purchase of the OBD2 scanner. We've found that this is a significant value to the customer. Based on the evidence from our survey, our solution yields the best results for price and transparency attributes when compared to competitor options. Because our OBD2 scanner tool is competitively priced at a fraction of the cost of the AutoFix BMW diagnostic tool, we are also providing more value with the mobile app features and can outperform the competition. Additionally, the majority of survey respondents reported that they also value transparency of upfront costs that users can expect before taking their vehicles in for maintenance. Another key finding worth highlighting is the high number of respondents who indicated that they value a mobile app that works with our Diagnostix OBD2 scanner tool to keep and record vehicular diagnostic information, schedule maintenance appointments, and order appropriate parts. It is evident to us that this is a high-value opportunity. By offering competitive pricing, transparent service and cost options, as well as a robust mobile application that empowers customers to make educated decisions about vehicular maintenance, we can successfully enter this market with a heightened customer value that will motivate them to make the switch to our solution. When running the market simulator in Discover, we found that the value Diagnostics is offering consumers outperforms that of what competitors are currently offering.
This section of the presentation will be about how our team used market research to determine and validate the pull value. The idea of the pull value, while referencing switch dynamics, is how our product and service will pull customers away from competing solutions. So another way to how to express this is asking ourselves a question of how is our solution differentiated enough to make customers switch from a competing solution or a non-solution to our diagnostic solution. And so this is how we determine our most valuable assets or attributes of our solution. So through market research and several surveys that we put out, our team determined that the major points that we need to make sure that are added to our solution is that of one of low price and high levels of transparency of said price and scheduling. So with that, we can determine our value of the diagnostic solution is directly correlated to those two high level of attributes. And this is gives us more insight into how prices would affect this pool value. As you see here on the right in the graph between our surveys, the one on the left is our most closest competitor, which is BMW and their manufacturing specific solution to a scanner and application, versus the one on the right, which would be the diagnostic solution. So to compare prices, is BMW's is $129.99 a year service for theirs. And although we have a very low upfront cost as far as the scanner itself, which is only $20, even if you add in our highest level subscription service with our VIP, we're still way under BMW's offerings. As you can see, our option is very desirable to 65% of people polled. So that shows that we have validated and proved that the price point of our solution is important and is a priority to customers. With this, this is how we determined, just kind of map out our value proposition. Our biggest thing is we combined Pep Boys, their ability to, host a website, their web hosting capabilities, and also utilizing their employees and network of auto shops. And then we just combined the back end as far as the data with Apple and Google stores, Google Maps, and using IntellectSoft as an app developer to help bring our solution to life. And all that goes in together with scheduling and making sure that everything is on time. And so our main value is giving back time to customers to use for their own desires. And again, this helps everyone on the road, is having maintained cars. So again, we have the same value map, the same value levels from a supply point that will induce well-maintained cars. And it's safer for everyone on the road. This section is just talking about going through our revenue, costs, and profit model. As you can see, our main price points for all our with our offerings is the price of our OBD2 sensor is only $20. It's a one-time fee. Once you hit pay that amount, we'll send you the sensor. We have a basic subscription of $5 per month and a VIP subscription for $10 a month. The main difference between this is VIP gets priority scheduling and a little bit of different offerings, more offerings on the application as far as handling the data. cost structure. So just some examples of our costs that we'll see is, again, procuring these scanners from our wholesaler and distributors, maintaining the servers, since we are a data mining company with our diagnostics. This would be a shared cost between Diagnostics and Pep Boys. Of course, we got to add administration costs, salaries, fixed costs, the like. And then you have shipping and logistics, and this mainly concerned with making sure these scanners get to the correct customers. And again, there's some partnership costs. As we mentioned before, there's some hosting costs associated with Google and Apple. And then having IntelliSoft help build our app. And as you see here, this is a model of our revenue, cost, and profit. Revenues in blue, costs are in orange, and profits are in gray. Through our market research, we show that we could have around 100,000 customers in our first year as early adopters. And this is seen through the data too, is most of our revenues and costs are relatively constant. And then as the year goes on, suspecting kind of near entering Q3 and Q4 is we'll have a drop off per se, just as the product matures. Again, the main part of this is to validate our value. Is one, features of the diagnostic service are not available in our competitors' offerings. So our next best competitor is BMW, and that's only manufacturing specific just to BMW vehicles. It does not tell you as much data as ours does. All theirs, BMW's offering is just scheduling. Ours, you can get a quote, you can schedule, you can order parts for what's wrong, you can get alerts and basically what your car needs in plain layman's terms. And then with our team's innovative service, our partnership with Pep Boys can lead to quick wins with gaining customers within the first year of implementation. Like I mentioned before, we suspect through our research to have around 100,000 first-year adopters. Again, through our partnership with Pep Boys and Diagnostics, we hope to leverage the brand and the reputation of Pep Boys to really drive forward this data use technology and using this application to show.
When looking at the business ecosystem risks for diagnostics, it is easy to see that we could run into some issues since our project relies so heavily on the successful integration with Pep Boys. Our team has reviewed both the risks of co-innovation and the risk of adoption when it comes to diagnostics to ensure that this product has both a successful launch and long-term success. The specific risk here for diagnostics is that Pep Boys will have to integrate their services in a way that will work with our application. And Pep Boys already has a system in place that they're utilizing currently. And it's the key aspect of their business that allows them to operate both their shops and part sales all across their regions. To mitigate any business risk here with the co-innovation, we're working to ensure that diagnostics tool will integrate fully to pull the data needed from the already existing systems that Pep Boys has. They already have the integration of tracking estimates, costs, as well as vehicle history. Now it is just about getting that into the tool. Adoption risk for diagnostics at Pep Boys is another large risk. This really, the overall success of diagnostics is dependent on the Pep Boys fully adopting this tool before the end user can receive the full value of the product. The key to mitigating this risk is to ensure that there is a seamless integration with Pep Boys. And we've done that by partnering with IntelliSoft as to help us develop the app to ensure that we're fully integrating and utilizing the pre-existing systems to minimize the impact that it has to Pep Boys while maximizing the value to the end customer. The value added to Pep Boys from this diagnostics tool will ensure the full buy-in and adoption from Pep Boys. There will probably be a few additional things in their systems to support all of these added functions, but the added value and the profits that they're going to see are going to greatly outweigh the additional time and effort. And that's because our solution can generate the required and projected profit for the company over time. We start with the customer utilizing the app. This app drives business to Pep Boys, taking business away from the dealers or other third-party repair shops that the customers could utilize over Pep Boys. This results in increased sales of service events, as well as increased part sales. And all of this adds up to a satisfied customer because now they're able to use Diagnostix, our tool, to fully integrate with Pep Boys. And once they're integrated, this creates customer loyalty. All their information is stored there. And that is the key part. And once their information is stored there, they're going to repeat their business. And all of this turns into a successful transaction and integration of Diagnostix. And what it results in is a scalable business that while customers grow, profits grow because we're able to easily integrate with current systems in place while ensuring that our product adds significant value to both the customer as well as Pep Boys.